Right, but I can't fart just at will. I would love to be able to do that. And I can't raise one eyebrow. It's two things I'd love to be able to do.
All the things we wish for.
Because just think how nice it would be to do both. You know, that flying into the air. But I can't do it. But no, I can't.
Well, you know, I read a story the other day. The viewer sent me a story about a lady who was in a restaurant waiting for her date to arrive. And all of a sudden, just without warning, she let one go. And she was very embarrassed. The entire restaurant heard it, and she said to the waiter, "Stop that." He says, "Lady, which way is it heading?"
Well, do you know, it's supposed to be true that at the coronation, the Queen Mother was sitting beside the King of Tonga.
Yeah.
That's right. And the horse farted in one of those carriages. And the Queen Mother says to the King of Tonga, "I'm sorry." And he said, "Oh, I thought it was the horse." Brilliant.
Mill, I think it was a mill.
Yeah.
I don't think that actually happened.
I do.
I watched the documentary about it.
Yeah.
I suppose it more incapable kind of characters. I mean, Jimmy.
But they were sort of anti, sort of. It was a very arty.
Establishment,
And,
yeah.
Let's make a statement here.
Yeah.
And on that bombshell, it's still the same episode. It's day two of our trip. So, where are we just now? We are in
Somewhere in Scotland.
yeah.
Big Sand, just past
Big Sand.
Gairloch.
Yep. Okay, so the RV is parked up just off a beach,
20%.
and the sun is about to go down, and all very picturesque. And Ross, you're better with the names. Where have we been today?
Oh, can you?
You're putting me on the spot here.
Gairloch.
Where have we been today? It's a good
Gairloch.
question. Loch Carron, went through Loch Carron. So we had lunch there, didn't we?
We did.
We had lunch there, and we went through a place that we thought was Gairloch, but it was actually
Gairloch,
Charlestown.
Yep.
And then we proceeded up, enough going up a single track road,
Yeah.
and decided not a good idea, and we were in the wrong place.
And here we are now in the right place. So, good day.
But what I would say is, scenery has been outstanding.
Oh,
One of the glens we went through was just,
Yeah.
and we got the weather as well.
Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of the sunshine and that. So yeah, that's going to be hard to beat.
Yeah. That's that's what I take away from today. Some of the, because obviously we're driving up the coast, but yeah, and coming off some of the coast, going to valleys and obviously hills and such like. It's been something else.
And it was good for me because it was my first day of driving, so it was interesting. But no, absolutely beautiful. Like you feel like you're abroad and you kind of don't appreciate you live here, but you've never been up here before. But absolutely stunning.
And you had fun with the handbrake on the RV today?
Yeah, took about 10 times each.
10 times?
No, but that was each time.
10 hours?
That was each attempt. Yeah.
Yeah. But we got
there in the end.
Got there in the end. Okay. So, today's songs that we're picking from Scottish artists. Paul, why don't we start with you? What is your selection today?
So mine was a song...
Is?
Oh, mine, yeah. Mine is a song from 1969-70 by a band called Marmalade, who originally covered Oh Bloody Oh Bloody by the Beatles and got to number 1. So this song is a song of theirs called Reflections.
The changing of sunlight to moonlight, reflections of my life. Oh, how they fill my eyes. greetings of people in trouble, reflections of my life. Oh, how they fill my eyes. All my sorrow, sad tomorrow, take me back to my own home. All my crying, feel I'm dying, take me back to my
And it's just a brilliant song from the late 60s and great harmonies. Sounds like it could have been from California or something. But brilliant, absolutely brilliant song. And yeah, great.
Yeah, I think you were saying it was written by the band, guitarist and vocalist, is that right?
Yeah, so they...
Yeah. And I was saying, I only really became aware of this song after seeing it in the, I think it's 2011 it came out, Hall Pass, with Jason Sudeikis and Owen Wilson, yeah. And that was a song at the end of it when everybody was happy again. It was a really good use of it, actually, so...
It's not a song you would associate with... If people were saying artists, Scottish artists, they wouldn't probably think of that.
Well, I didn't know they were Scottish until you told me today. So there we go. So that's the first one that gets on.
Brilliant song.
And I'll maybe come to myself. And I surprised the guys with my selection. And I didn't tell them who it was. They had to, because we listened to the track before recording this. And
Andy Cameron.
I didn't know who it was. Yeah, it wasn't Andy Cameron. So yes, I went with Eddi Reader and Wild Mountainside.
Tears within grasp, hear the highlands call. The last mile is upon us. I'll carry you if you fall. I know the armor's heavy now. I know the heart inside. It's beautiful just over the wild mountainside. Snow is falling all over, out to clear blue skies. Crow is flying high over. You and I are gonna wander high up where the air is rare. Wild horses ride. It's beautiful just roaming the wild mountainside.
Which is a song I first heard on Radio 2 around Christmas time, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, and loved it. Found out it was Eddi Reader, and it's actually from an album of hers which came out, I think, in 2012 maybe, and it was songs or stuff that was written by Rabbie Burns, obviously a very famous Scottish poet, and those were kind of adapted into songs for this album. But ironically, this song is not a Rabbie Burns one. It was written by Trash Can Sinatra's songwriter John, what did I say, John?
Something Douglas.
John somebody Douglas, I'm forgetting his name, who's from Irvine in Ayrshire, here in Scotland.
Irvine no more.
Yeah, so yeah, you couldn't really get more Scottish than, obviously, a guy from Irvine wrote it, a woman from Glasgow sang it, and it's about Scotland's most famous poet. So there we go. So that was my choice. Beautiful song, beautifully sung, and yeah, so that is my choice. Wild Mountainside. So let's move on to Roscoe. Your choice, Ross.
It's When You Go Away by the Waterboys.
Now he's brought down the rain and the Indian summer is through.
be following your trail again, fair play to you. You ain't calling me to join you, and I'm spoken for anyway. But I will cry when you go away. I will cry when you go away. Your beauty is familiar, and your voice is like a key. It opens up my soul and torches up a fire inside of me. Your coat is made of magic, and around your table angels play. I will cry when you go away. I will cry when you go away.
And I suppose the Waterboys' most well-known song is "Hole of the Moon," which is obviously everybody knows that
Too
song.
high, too You saw the whole
That's
of
the one.
the moon. Penny Lane, do.
I pictured a rainbow. You held it in your hands. I had flashes. But you saw the plan. I wandered out in the world for years, while you just stayed in your room. I saw the crescent. You saw the whole of the moon. The whole of the moon.
And but as I've got into their music, this is kind of definitely came at the kind of top of the pile as my favourite song of theirs. And off a brilliant album as well. Actually, it was a kind of follow up to their song that Holy Moon was on, so it was a big hit, big album, big hit. And this was a kind of follow up and an excellent album as well. So I've always for quite a long time, I've always loved the song. It's probably more Irish and sounding but it's got a sort of folky sort of element to it. And I suppose it's kind of love story type song, and about liking or loving someone, but they can't be with them because they'll be somebody else, and it's a kind of bit of that, maybe a wistfulness to it. So so it's always been one of my favourite songs, and again, it's a bit towards the end when the kind of fiddle comes in, and it's just a beautiful song. So that's it. That was mine.
Excellent. And before we finish for day 2, was the highlight of your day, gents, the synchronised toilet use today?
Possibly. Maybe not for the cleaner, but
No? Okay, and we'll reserve the rest of that story for other people. Yeah. Okay, it's day 2, over and out.
Trimming the Musical Fat podcast is a Stephen and Paul Nicholson production. Contact us via voicemail by going to anchor.fm/TTMF/message, or tweet us at musical trimming, or email us at trimmingthemusicfat@gmail.com. Keep up to date on the show by joining our Facebook group or visiting our website www.trimmingthemusicalfat.com.
I love it. I love it.